US. I always talk about US and very US centric because a large part of my asset is in US. But right now, my eyesight is going global right now. There is a global opportunity that is spurring. And this is my usual disclaimer. I'm not telling you by yourself. You all lose money is not my problem. Okay. So don't follow me. I'm telling for myself. And this for anything. And okay, I'll just say this. Just just for disclaimer purposes, I will tell you if you follow me, you sure lose money. Then I really said all my disclaimer already. Okay, you follow me, you sure lose money. Yeah, because there's a lot of crybabies. When they lose money, they like to blame Mr. Lu. So I just say, okay, you follow me, you sure lose money. Then then I really said my bid already. Okay. Okay, so the S&P 500 yesterday hit 6,000. In fact, it's 6,000 on the dot, 0.36. Okay, that's a beautiful number. All my portfolios are going up. The only downside is that the US dollar has gone down and set to go down probably even more. But that's something that we have to live with. The Nasdaq is also nearing an all-time high. Okay, 22,000 versus 21,000. I think less than 2%, you already crossed the all-time high already. So hitting all-time high is not will or will not, is just eventuality. And right now, everybody is predicting that this will go up to 6,600 or maybe even more. We shall see. Okay, so those that make money, congratulations. Okay, and remember, hit subscribe because I'm gonna be doing some firing. Okay, every time I fire, most of the time I alert everybody. It's just I don't keep those videos, so you don't want to miss those videos. Okay. The TLT has kind of hover around 85, 86 points. Okay, and this is where some of the opportunities are. But I would like to tell you that this is very US centric. We're now looking at global index, and let's tell you. Okay, someone say, Mr. Lu, you got no other ways to make money. Okay, yes, yeah, I have to depend on this ridiculous thing to make money. Okay. So right now, the stock market is going up, as I said this morning in the video. Have you all watched my video? You all should watch my video because I actually highlight that I actually highlight that there is a lot of rumbling right now, but there is now a piece. I would say that potentially could be a peace arrangement between Xi Jinping and Donald Trump. They're now inviting each other to go to each other country and things like that. So all these are settling. Donald Trump and Elon Musk, their quarrel won't last forever. So I think they will make peace eventually as well. So and I also one day I'll talk about the fiscal outlook, and I think I need to present a different outlook. A lot of people say that with Donald Trump cutting income, cutting the corporate tax and all this will cause a lot of the entire budget deficit to go more. I want to give another opinion to that. I actually think that the reverse might happen. So all these, don't miss all these talks. Okay. Now, first I want to talk about falling interest rate. Okay, falling interest rate. Falling inflation rate. Now let's take a view right now. The only inflation rate that is sticky is the US. But you look at almost every country across the world, the inflation rate are coming down. India has gone down from 3.34 to 3.16. I'm looking at those that have just announced, okay? In Eurozone, it has gone down from 2.2 to 1.9. We're talking about month on month, okay? Month on month inflation rate has gone down. And Russia has gone down from 10 to 9.8. Can you imagine 10%? 10% inflation, that's ridiculous, right? China is still deflationary, okay? Deflationary. And Argentina has a insane hyperinflation rate of 211%. That's ridiculous, right? 211%. Okay, and then and now it's fallen to 66.9. So Pakistan has fallen, Morocco has fallen, OECD countries. Can you see every country inflation rate has fallen? Now, a lot of people cannot understand the difference between fall in inflation rate and increase and fall in prices. fall in inflation rate doesn't mean that prices are falling. Fall inflation rate means prices are going up slower. Okay, so inflation measures the change of prices. Okay, so this one you gotta get it clear. This is the one that made me more than $1 million in a 2022 crash. Just understanding this concept has made me money, and I was very open. I told everybody about it. I must have said this thing like 50 times in all my videos and live stream. Okay, so I just go in a short detail. So Nomura lowered India inflation rate forecast to 3.3% this year from 3% earlier, and said that cooling inflation rate will create more space for monetary policy easing. Blah blah blah. Okay, so India is coming down. ECB is a Europe Central Bank policy makers right now are debating the risk of inflation going now too low. That means they are now worrying that inflation rate is too low. Do you know everybody is cowboying, cry father, cry mother about high inflation rate? The reverse is even worse. When everybody say, how can Mr. Lu, how can price going down be a bad thing? Yeah, you look at China. When prices going down, it simply means something else. It means that the country is in trouble. Can you all continue to give like, please, and thumbs up, please? Okay. Yep. So, so right now the inflation rate of EU has now dropped below the target rate of 2%, and is set to go down even more. Okay, and now there's a potential of what you call undershooting. That means shoot too low, because everyone wants the inflation to go down, but you drop too low. It simply means that there's going to be economic recession of some form. So inflation rate in ECB could drop as low as 1% or less. So the reason why prices fall is simply because there's a lot of contraction in economic activity. So German and French industrial output now has contracted 1.4%. Okay, in the month of April. So it's quite important. So in Russia, which nobody looks at, I also don't look at it. In Russia is the same thing. Okay, the inflation has gone down to some insane 9.8%. Because of the war, it caused a lot of chaos, and the interest rate was as high as 21%, but now is coming down. There's a severe economic slowdown because of the war. Putin must be out of his freaking mind to continue the war. Okay, and the key outlook in Russia ain't looking good. We are not looking at Russia, but we're looking at inflation signs. China, deflation. Okay, deflation. Deflation means price actually fall. So far, what we are talking about is called disinflation. That means the inflation rate falling. That means prices are increasing at a decreasing rate. You understand this concept? That means last maybe 2 years ago, every time when the price it jumps from $1 to $2, $2 to $4, that kind. But now it's $1 jump to 110. So it is now a slower price increase. Okay, a slower price increase, and that's quite important. If there are 800 of you, why only 400 of you give a thumbs up? Can everyone give a thumbs up, please? Okay, it's not too difficult to ask for thumbs up, right? It really costs you nothing. Okay, what's the implication of all this? But maybe let me ask you all this question first, okay? I don't know whether uh, I can do a poll right now, but let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think that prices, inflation rate are coming down? Okay, anyone? Okay, why do you think inflation rates are coming down across the world significantly? Anyone? Okay, anyone can write something, guys. Okay, okay, Kaylin, thank you. Okay, why is inflation rate falling across the world? Okay, economic softening, less demand. Yes, go on, go on, go on. Okay, high interest rate environment. No, interest rate is not so high anymore. Okay, yes. All right. Okay, the ones I didn't see the one word I'm looking at. Okay, yes, people are falling, but why are people spending less? Why are people spending less right now? Okay, why are people spending less right now? Someone has caused it. Okay, why is it falling down? Yeah, Raymond, you're correct. It's called Donald Trump. He has whacked the whole world with tariffs, and the tariff is still there. The tariff is still there. It's not that tariff is not there. the trade war is still going on. Okay, there's a 10%, there's a 10% tax, and plus a fear of the tax going on. So everybody pull back on their spending. As a result, everybody pull back on their spending. The economic activity goes down. Nobody buy. All the suppliers have to start reducing the price if possible. So the fear of tariff has caused this whole thing to go down. We're not even talking about the actual tariff. We're talking about fear of tariff, and that's quite serious, right? So it is something that I think this is not going away. The tariff war is not going away. It's the war has gone from a very severe tsunami style war to now softer, but a softer war will still hit. Yeah, so actually all these are still happening. So what happens when inflation rate goes down globally? Interest rate get cut, okay, by all the central banks. So just to share with you that the interest rate cut is now a global phenomenon, except the US. But the rest of the world is cutting. India is cut down by 50 basis point, okay? That means a 0.5%. Russia is cut down by 1% from 21% to cut down to 20. Any one of you wants to save a lot of money? Wants a lot. Okay. Buongiorno. Yeah. Bene. Grazie. Okay. Okay, sorry. I just say hi to the store manager. And and if you want to make a lot of money, you can put money into the rubles, the Russian rubles, if you're there. Okay, the Eurozone ECB, Euro Central Bank, has lowered by 0.25%. Australia has cut by 0.25%. China is in the liquidity trap. They cut interest rate, so useless. Okay, UK has cut by 0.25%. Indonesia has cut by 0.25%. Can you see right now? It's a global phenomena. Okay, in fact, the Eurozone has cut by 8 times already. Australia cut by 2 times, and so on. So everybody is trying to cut interest rate right now. Okay, so Russia cut the key rate despite high inflation because they are worrying that the growth path is the economic slowdown is getting from bad to worse. Okay, and and India is also having a risk of a slowdown. So the India central bank also cut a very significant point 0.5% interest rate cut. So it's quite low. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm just skip this one. Europe cut interest rate as Donald Trump tariff looms. Take note now, the tariff only hits US. So only US will face with a high tariff. On the other hand, all the rest of country who are trying to sell into US, they would have a slowdown, okay, in slowdown economic activity. Yep. So therefore, okay, yeah. So therefore, you're going to have a more interest rate cut going on. So I'm going to jump on. Okay, China's central bank is pumping liquidity after liquidity after liquidity after liquidity. Is what we call a liquidity trap. It's standard economics. You learn this in economics 101 in university. This is a standard liquidity trap. You cut interest rate, nobody will also spend. So what you cut also no use. What they need now is not cutting interest rate. They need to inject cash to spend in the fiscal policy side. Okay. Then all these are happening. Jerome Powell still refused to cut interest rate. Okay. This got Donald Trump very angry. So Donald Trump urged Jerome Powell, go and cut your interest rate by 1% you idiot. Yeah. So he actually called he liked to give names to people. He actually called Jerome Powell too late power. If too late at the Fed would cut, we would greatly reduce interest rate, long and short on debts that is coming due. Okay, Biden went mostly short term. There are virtually no inflation anymore, but if it come back, raise rates to counter. Very simple. He's costing our country a fortune. Borrowing costs should be much lower because Donald Trump has to raise funding by selling bonds. And if the interest rate is not cut, then he has to cost the government a lot more money. So he buay tahan already, right? But unfortunately, the Federal Reserve is independent of Donald Trump. So he cannot influence Jerome Powell. And ironically, Jerome Powell was appointed by him 2 terms ago. Jerome Powell is coming to an end, and for sure, the next one who come in, Donald Trump will only appoint someone that will cut interest rate and fiercely. Okay, so Donald Trump said that the ECB has already cut interest rate 7 times. What are you doing? Yeah. So every just basically just screaming and shouting at uh, at at his uh, at his central bank. Okay, so when an interest rate cut, what happens for global equities, especially in tech? Okay, it means lower cost of borrowing, and therefore the generally equities will do well. The US dollar will weaken, unfortunately. So maybe right now it's 1.28. Maybe you go down to 1.22 to Singapore dollar, 1.21, 1.20 is also possible. Bonds will rise generally. Okay. In fact, bond prices is already rising. I'll show you all the chart and so on. Okay. Yeah. Now, I let me show you what I meant. Okay. So ever since all the all the central bank were cutting their interest rate, look at the bond. This is a international bond index called the S&P International Sovereign Bond ex-US. That means non-US bonds. Can you see a trajectory is going up? Okay, from January to now, it has gone up quite a lot already. Probably by 10% or so. So global bonds are going up. Now you say, yeah, Mr. Lu, we missed the opportunity already, that kind of thing, right? Well, I show you another chart, you understand. But the bonds index came down severely from about 280 points all the way down to here. Now it only went up by a little bit. So maybe there's some opportunity there. Okay, these are global bonds. Global bonds. Okay, now this is global ex USA. So the phenomena has just started. Right? That's why I whack into global bonds nowadays instead of just looking at US bonds. So I think that the opportunity is in the world of global bonds. Okay, and I think it's probably in the infancy of a bonds rally. And I think it was Meet Kevin who also said that, that he predict that by October or September, I can't remember what's the TLT will hit 100. Okay, I don't know whether that happened. If it happens, I'll be happy. But this is all aligned with the same story. So for sure, the US is going to have interest rate cut. We just don't know when. Okay. And unfortunately, Jerome Powell has this bad habit of looking backwards, okay, at data. So he's a bit too slow most of the time. But the whole world is really going on already. Inflation has come down significantly because of the slowdown. So, assuming that the inflation rate remains benign in US, which I think will be the case, I think the interest rate cut in September or it won't be earlier, but in September, I think everybody's predicting that it's probably coming. Okay, so my expectation is that the global bonds is going to continue its rally as the world economic activity start to fall and inflation start to fall even more. Okay, so this is where I want to share everybody. Let's do some Q&A, shall we? Okay, uh, okay, let's do some Q&A. Okay, questions right now. Okay, right. Can we have at least 600 likes, guys? Okay, 600 likes. 900 of you, everybody just give a thumbs up. Thumbs up, very easy to give one, okay? All you need to do is to hit a thumbs up here. Thumbs up here. That's all. Okay? All right, let's go question. Will US go in recession? Hard to say. Okay, hard to say. At this juncture, hard to say. I think there is a chance, but unlikely. It's very, very strong economy. Okay, I would say 30% chance. That's my view. If recession stock goes up or down, if recession stock will go up or down, but stocks are forward looking. Yeah, so it doesn't mean that a recession stock will go down. Use of Japan bond also go up. Nobody buy Japan bond anymore. Okay, Black Swan, the US economy will collapse. I'm not too sure about Japan. I've been monitoring it closely, but I don't think it will collapse. Okay, Japan is still a very strong economy. Will you buy Bimbo Fund soon? I already fired a shot in. Okay, you all missed the live stream, is it? I already fired shot. Okay, remember, always hit subscribe because when I fire, I don't keep the video because there are crybabies who follow me and then they blame me whenever the things go wrong. Okay, let me say very categorically clear for those who want to follow me. Just assume that you lose money. Then I already said my disclaimer. How about that? Okay, I think I got enough US exposure, US bonds exposure. So I'm going global right now on bonds. Okay. What index to buy? There are a lot of instruments in available. I like the whole PIMCO range of products. Okay, they don't just have. The last time I talked about the PIMCO SGD hedge income fund, I realized that there are other instruments there as well that are quite good. Okay, can you explain more about the tariff imposed or you affect US as a buyer resulting in slow economic activity? Oh, very simple. So if US were to impose a tariff on goods coming in, the Americans will buy less. And when Americans buy less, the countries that are selling will sell less. When it sell less, then the economic activity will slow down. Okay. I will not fire anymore S&P 500, too much already. Yeah. And I won't touch TLT anymore because of too much, but I'll start. I already fired and I'm going to fire some more in the global bonds. Okay. Global bond index. Yeah. Okay, Singapore investment grade bonds are rising. Good. Okay, more people enter Singapore. Okay, wait, lose money. What's your thought of the coming China-US meeting for UK for trade talk? Will they come to a conclusion agreement? It's easy for them to come to a conclusion and agreement, and very difficult to see the execution of the agreement. Will will the ringgit become stronger against the Sing dollar? No, there's one big problem with the ringgit, and maybe another day I'll do a talk now. Do you realize there's one big problem? The oil prices of across the world has fallen quite a lot. What do you want? The oil prices has fallen, and Petronas has just announced the retrenchment of 5,000 people out of 50,000 staff that they hire. So we're talking about 10% cut of their sales force. And Petronas is a huge revenue generator for the Malaysian government. So the Malaysian government is going to be hurt on their budget, so on their revenue. So I think they have to run into more deficit, and when they run into more deficit, the ringgit falls some more. Okay. So never buy Malaysia house for investment. I say for 50,000 times already. Okay, you want to buy like me for enjoyment. That's it. Okay, yes, you will appreciate, but the ringgit depreciation is very severe. Okay. Will you get VWRA Global Index Fund? Actually, I don't know what's the index fund. Okay. Yeah, not familiar with it. Mr. Lu can explain buying TLT versus T-bills. Can't wrap my mind around the value of bonds. Okay. Let me explain why when inflation rate falls, and interest rate fall, bonds prices go up. Let's try to understand this. Okay, this is very important. Everybody, I tell you what, this is so important. Context. Please, okay. When please thumbs up. Okay, please thumbs up. Okay, you just need to hit thumbs up once. Don't need to hit thumbs up again and again. Just hit thumbs up once. Okay. Everybody, listen up very carefully. If I'm an investor, okay, and I don't want to invest in stocks and all this, okay, I got $10,000. I want to put in something safe. I can put in a fixed D in a bank, which gives me right now. I don't want a fixed D. Yeah, it's 2% or something. Some lousy number. Let's say 2% return. But the government bonds, whether is it Singapore government bonds or TLT or whatever, all the other bonds are giving me 4%. Where will you put your money? Okay, you put your money, of course, in the higher one, right? Because they are more or less quite the same. So let's talk about the current situation right now. The in US right now, the bonds are the inflation, the interest, the market interest rate, let's say, is about 5-6%, and the bond yields about 5-6%. So let's say they're in equilibrium right now. So you're indifferent to putting $10,000 here or $10,000 there. But let's say when the government cut the interest rate, right? When the government cut the interest rates, okay, then the bonds, a lot of people will say, hey, I put money in the bank. only give me 4%, but if I put money in the bonds, you give me 6%. So they will start buying the government bonds. As they buy the government bonds, the demand for government bonds go up, so the prices shoots up. Now, what the government bonds give is a fixed number every month. So as a result, when the price goes up, the yield will go down, and as a result, the yield will start to will fall until it reach about the same as the banks. So when that happens, the price when that happens, then you stop rising the price of the bonds. So that's how it happens. So basically, it's for most of the case, not 100%. Okay, in most of the case, when interest rate goes down, bond prices goes up. Okay, it's the key determinant, not the only determinant, key determinant. But for stocks, there are 50,000 determinants. So that's why it's very more difficult to predict. Stocks, but very much easier to predict bonds. Okay. Which instrument or ETF that the bond funds are referring to? Okay, I am not. When I fire, I will announce. Okay, the last time I fired, the minute I announce it, I got delete the whole video. Then a lot of people cannot watch. So I'll just say this: every time I fire, I will announce it. So you all must hit subscribe and hit the notification bell. Every time I fire, I announce it. I'm very, very open. I fire, I announce, okay, and I delete the video. Okay, I don't have a choice because if I don't do that, people will cry father, cry mother, and there are a lot of cry baby that cannot take losses and blame Mr. Lu. So I'm not gonna be responsible for that. Okay. Yeah. Is a 3 to 5 year outlook for global bond index better than US global equities? I think all of us should have a balance of some bonds, some equities, some property, some gold, some whatever, that kind of thing, right? So you should spread out. Okay. Yeah. So I think you should not think of which one is better, but think of what is the ratio to keep. A lot of people keep 60-40, 70-30. I think that's a nice one. Uh, okay. You find the PIMCO fund. Oh dear, I missed the live stream. That's why you all must hit subscribe. Everybody go and hit subscribe right now, please. Hit subscribe right now. Subscribe. How do you hit subscribe? I also don't know how you hit subscribe. Okay. Everybody go and hit subscribe right now so that you will not miss you will not miss you know how you hit subscribe, right? Okay, you will not miss the alert. Okay. Wait. Okay. Mr. Lu, I signed up for the financial seminar 2 days ago. I've not received for confirmation email. Okay. You should get it within. Okay. By you sign up. Have you paid for it? I don't know. Okay, you paid for. If you have paid for it, just wait for about 3 working days. Then my colleague will send the ticket over. Petronas mostly will cut their contract workers, not full-time workers. Okay, my point is they are cutting workers. Okay. Is your portfolio currently more heavily into equities or bonds? Heavily into equities. Heavily in equity. I'm like, I don't know what's the number, 90-10, 80-20 or something like that. Okay, I'm trying to hit towards 70-30 and then eventually maybe 60-40 or something like that. But I'm heavily into equities. Okay. Do you foresee further growth in S&P 500? Not I say, Tom Lee and a lot of forecasters say that it's going to hit 6,600 or 6,500. Okay. Do you foresee further? Okay, anyway. It's true I'm Singaporean. My JB house is near yours, nearby. Oh, Bandar Dato On. That's nice. Okay, that's very near my house. Thank you. Okay. Put Malaysia FD, the rate is 3 times, but the ringgit can depreciate. Okay. Malaysia. Okay. Yes. So Justin said basically when we're buying bonds right now, we are betting on the interest to be lower at some point in time. Okay. The good thing of bonds is this. Okay. You buy bonds for 2 reasons. Number one, you get in that sense, you get a bond yield, dividends, something like that. I use the word dividends loosely. It should not be called dividends. It's called coupon. Okay. So you get coupon payment. You get coupon payment like a dividend regularly. And the second thing is there could be upside. Okay. So if the upside don't happen, let's say the interest rate, the inflation suddenly shoot up for a reason I cannot predict, right? Then sway, okay? But you continue to get your coupon payment. So it's very shock. You get both. I mean, you could get either one. For sure you get either one. Okay. Will gold price drop? Yes, I think it will. I think it will, but not too much. Okay. PIMCO GIS income fund can buy. I can really tell you that I cannot. Okay, sorry. When someone asks me this question, I'm not allowed to answer yes or no. Okay, I only think that global bonds fund is a okay is a good one. Okay, yep. Uh, Mr. Lu, in your YouTube, you say REITs are very dangerous. Does it apply to S REIT? Yes, REITs are very dangerous. REITs are no, conceptually, why are REITs dangerous? Very simple. Guys, can we have 700 likes, please? Okay, just give a thumbs up. Can someone please explain to me why is it difficult for you all to give a thumbs up? All you need to do is to just give a thumbs up here. Then the YouTube algorithm will allow more people to watch. Yeah. So I don't understand why is it so difficult for you to give a thumbs up. Okay, please help me in that. Please, it will go a long way to help a lot of people to watch. So REITs is very dangerous because conceptually REITs high dividend stocks, whether is it REITs or not, they give out a lot of their profits away. So they got nothing in their arsenal to protect them from shocks. Yeah. So REITs is even worse. They are by law supposed to give out majority of their profits. They want to keep also cannot. So as a result, when the storm comes, economic storm comes, they're hit very badly. Okay. Yeah. So wait. Okay. Mr. Lu, any plans to open more slots for seminar? Okay, the tickets were sold out within half an hour. Wow, okay. I actually thought that I would still have a lot. So I'm asking whether Mr. So wants to run and the next one when he agree. First of all, he's not Mr. Lu. Mr. Lu is a bit more money minded. But he's a bit more atas. He don't need this money. So I have to beg him from the point that, hey, Mr. So, this is actually good for the people. You want more people to know about how to manage how to manage their money well, right? 造福世人, it's like taking care of people. I have to go that kind of angle. Give me some time to do my sales speech to him and convince. It took me a long time to convince him to do this one. The next one, and I got a whole bunch of premium more customers there also copy that I didn't give them one ticket. Yeah, you're here, at least I give you opportunity. You all never sign up, it's because you all missed the live stream. That's why I say always hit subscribe, don't miss the live stream. Okay, anyway. I fully expect sharing. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rajesh. Thank you. Uh, okay, wait. There's too many questions. I cannot catch up. Okay. Thank you so much, Alibaba. Okay, started following in 2020. Tom Lee is a Bitcoin bull. Why your portfolio has no Bitcoin? That's a very good question. Because I don't understand Bitcoin. If I don't understand something, I don't buy. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, if I tell you, sell bubble tea makes a lot of money. Sell bubble tea makes a lot of money. You go and sell. Do you know how to make bubble tea? You don't know, right? Don't know. Okay, you don't know why people like bubble tea. For me, the fundamental problem I have is I don't understand why Bitcoin has value, because there's no underlying value except that someone else believe that the thing will go up. Yeah, at least you buy. Okay, let's say you buy. You buy gold, right? Gold you can touch, you can feel it's heavy. You can make into gold chain, earrings, and bracelet whatsoever. So that's good, right? You buy trying to think of it. Let's say you buy an antique vase. They don't understand. Antique vase has tangible value. You see very pretty and things like that, and other that kind of thing. But Bitcoin, what bo? And there's nothing. It doesn't generate any income for me. It's not like I have a house. I can rent it out. So if I don't understand, never mind. I miss this opportunity. Is perfectly okay. Yeah, someone else make the money. It's just I tell you. I tell you right now. Bubble tea makes a lot of money. You go and do. Okay. What global bonds am I buying? When I fire, I will announce to everybody. How about that? Okay. I'll announce to everybody, and then I'll delete the video away. Yes. Okay. Your like algorithm working is working. I got 1,000 people already. More people click like, more people watch. That's why I don't understand why is it so difficult. Someone please explain to me why giving a giving a like is so difficult. Okay, giving a thumbs up so difficult. Okay, when share price goes up, gold prices fall. Not necessary. Gold prices go up when there is uncertainty and chaos in the market. Okay, REITs and bonds are the same, affected by interest rate. Yes. Okay. Watch TV cannot give thumbs up. I see. Are you sure so many people watch TV? Maybe I don't know. Mr. Lu, compare TLT and PIMCO. PIMCO is more global, TLT is more US. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, okay. So someone asked me to teach. So there's a live chat here is going around. You cannot hit the thumbs up, right? So you just hit the cross on this side, okay? And then you see a thumbs up here. You just hit the thumbs up. That's all. It's simple, right? Okay. Yeah. Uh. Okay. I'll just say. Is TLT and PIMCO global? No, TLT is not a global fund. PIMCO has a lot of range of funds, okay, not just one fund. And you should take a look at what they. TLT is not global, it's US. And TLT, unfortunately, is in the worst market, which refuse to reduce the interest rate. Okay. Okay, so therefore, I try to talk right now so that everybody can catch up. I'll try to do more. No, in weekday, I do too early. No, everybody's still working. Uh, okay, you think this? Okay. Okay, you think the same as me as my hubs. Which part? Okay. TLT is okay, wait, yeah, okay. Will you buy more PIMCO fund? PIMCO has a range of funds. I'm looking into another fund that is quite good. That's identified by Ben. So I'm gonna take a look at that as well. Okay. Ray Dalio says that they're cracked in the bond market. Yes, they're cracked in the US bond market. But Ray Dalio is a perpetual pessimist, okay, and so is Jamie Dimon, okay. So I think that you should not whack all into US. I think I think I'll not for you. I say again, anybody follow me sure lose money. Then I disclaim myself. For me, I will gradually increase my position in global funds. Okay, you all follow me, you sure lose money. I better say that. Then everybody, yeah. Hit like need your email address. What do you need my email address? luchengchuan@gmail.com. Yeah. How to enroll course? The tickets all sold out within half an hour that day when I did live. Uh, you just scroll the chat and thumbs up. Okay. Mr. Lu can talk about stable coins. Nothing is stable. I don't, this concept of Bitcoin being stable, Bitcoin's stable coins being stable, I don't buy it. You take a look at Luna. Lah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Follow you should no, I didn't say that. Okay. I better say everybody who follow me should lose money. Once I say that, then I disclaim myself. Better say something like that. Cry babies. I buy something, the next day you fall, blame me. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Can you stay on, let's see, KO? Okay, so, okay. Yep. How much TLT did I buy? Some 6-digit number. I don't really know. Okay. I'm not keeping track. Higher chance of capital gain between PIMCO and TLT. Oh, this one is very difficult to tell you, man. Okay. Very difficult to tell you. PIMCO has a range of bond funds, not just one. So when you say PIMCO, it's like, you're asking a full range of it. It's like Endowus range of funds. So many of them. Yeah. What's your thoughts on Endowus 100% flagship bonds? I don't know about their fund. Okay, I don't have fund. Yeah, ask them lah. Okay, what's the cost about? Oh, the cost is a financial mastery course. So, Mr. So Chin Hing, my financial guru, compressed 20 years of coaching of me into 2 days. Yeah, but the tickets also already. Okay, if I can convince him to run another course, I'll tell everybody. Okay, yeah, usually all these are in live stream. All these are in live stream. So please forgive me, okay? Yeah, live stream. So you'll miss the live stream very well. So just remember, click subscribe. How do you make money in stable coins? I don't know. I don't touch. I don't touch. I don't touch crypto. I'm not a believer of it. I'm not saying crypto will not make money. I didn't say that. It's just I don't understand. Don't understand. Don't touch. Will cost? No. Cost will never be online. Only in person. Okay. Any other question? If not, I will end it and then let you all have your dinner. Any other quick question? Okay, when I fire my shots, I usually announce it, but after I announce it, I delete the video. Okay, yeah. I don't think crypto is scam. Crypto has some value. Okay, crypto has some value, but I don't. The problem is the people who touch crypto always use it for speculation. The Bitcoin can go up. I see very few winners. I see very few winners. Why? Because very few people buy and hold it forever. Because they cannot calculate the intrinsic value. How to calculate? There's no formula for it, right? So therefore, most people use it for speculation. Yeah. Okay, so I don't understand. I don't buy lah. I think, but one day I'll bring a crypto expert and explain to everybody. Okay, yeah, still long term outlook. Still good long term outlook. U.S. equity. U.S. equity has gone up over the last 100 years. Has gone up over 100 years. Yep. Okay. Do you follow Dan Live? Thought I don't know. I don't know who is that. Okay. Global bonds can share more. Yeah, I will share more when I fire my shots. Which one specifically? PIMCO income has high charges compared to ETF, right? Yeah, but through Endowers, they rebate back to you a lot of the fees. So Endowers is amazing. Okay. Yeah. Can you bring Jeremy Tan to explain crypto? I don't need bring him. There are other crypto experts. Okay. He's very excited into politics right now. Uh, okay. Can be. Yeah. Crypto. I wish I speculated it. Okay. Yeah. So I have seen more people who died in crypto than people who make money in crypto. Let me be very clear. The crypto market can go up. And by the way, it's actually only Bitcoin that went up. The other coins never really go up. There's a lot of people who died very badly because a lot of them become traders and speculators. So the thing can go up, but a lot of people lose money. A lot, a lot. So don't get yourself killed. Okay. Most of you are around my age, 10, most of you don't go and get yourself killed. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Okay. All right. Okay. So it is okay it's okay. Let me ask you a question. I say again, everybody sees something go up. Why never buy, right? I tell you right now, I go back to my bubble tea. Bubble tea very good, right? Why nobody go and buy? Nobody go and run the business, right? If you don't know, don't touch. It's okay, right? If you don't know, don't touch. You are just speculating, okay? Speculating, okay? Uh, Okay, I placed $3,000 in PIMCO income fund recently. Only received 16. That's 0.5% payout. But that's 1 month, right? That's 1 month, right? Yeah, that's 1 month. Yeah. Can Mr. So open up that Mr. So can open up a lot of slot if he can, but the sitting capacity of the auditorium is 267 or something like that, and it's already sold out already. Yeah, it's already sold out. So even I got no seat. Mr. So and I are giving our seat. We're gonna sit on plastic chairs. Yeah. So rest of you all got comfortable seats. So I got no more seat. I tried. There are no more bigger auditorium already. Yeah. So there's nothing I can do. Okay. So I have to convince him to open up another course. I think I leave the sales pitch to me. I try to sell him the idea that everybody benefits from him. Then you open up. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, I hope that you all have a great weekend. I hope that this knowledge where the next opportunity is coming up. Okay, and then we'll see you. I won't invest on any in penny stocks. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Okay. I'll see you maybe for sure. I'll see you tomorrow in my videos. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll try to live if possible earlier, but other parts of my work conflict. Yeah, I'll try. Okay, if I live at this time, 6 7 p.m. in weekday, will you all be around to watch? I don't know. I'm just asking. Weekend, I know you're all free. Yeah, yes, I got too much work to do. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'll try my best. Weekend, I'll try to do more. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Okay. I hope you'll find this useful. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. Yeah, I better say a disclaimer again. Follow me, sure lose money. Once I say that, at least the crybaby cannot hold me. Hold me. Yeah. Okay, guys. Good night. Okay. Good night. Okay. Bye bye.